Here's the text from the image you uploaded. Page 83. I tried to temper my frustration, transform my disappointment into the anxious patience of a new mother with a colicky infant. How often must my mother have negotiated with and maneuvered around my infantile pickiness? Uma, I made it for you, I said. You have to at least try it, just like you always taught me. I was able to coax her into only a single bite before she retreated back to bed. On the morning of the fourth day, my mother became nauseous and threw up for the first time. I couldn't help but selfishly envision my hard work flushed down the drain. I tried to keep her hydrated, insisting she drink water throughout the day, but every hour she rushed back to the bathroom, unable to keep anything down. By 4 o'clock, I discovered her curled over the toilet, pushing her fingers down her throat in search of relief. My father and I pulled her up together and brought her back to bed. We scolded her, saying if she didn't work harder to try to keep food down, she wouldn't get better. In the evening, I called Seoul Cafe and phoned in an order of taeokguk, rice cake soup served in a mild beef broth. I figured if she wouldn't eat anything I made, maybe something from her favorite restaurant could entice her. At home, I ladled it out into another enormous bowl and brought it to her in bed. Again, she resisted, managing only a few bites, which she vomited later that night. We hoped we'd hit the peak of her side effects, but the next day was even worse. Depleted, she became too weak to leave her bed for the bathroom, and I'd have to rush to her bedside with the heart-shaped pink plastic bucket that held my bath toys when I was a child. Often, by the time I rinsed it out in the tub, I'd have to run back to use it again. By the 6th day, her condition began to feel abnormal. She was scheduled for a checkup with the oncologist in the afternoon, and we decided to bring her in early. 다음은 요청하신 2개의 어휘에 대한 영영풀이와 한글풀이입니다. In temper, to soften or moderate, to make something less severe or intense. 완화시키다, 누그러뜨리다. The feeling of being upset or annoyed due to the inability to achieve something. 좌절, 실망감. 쌤, feeling worried or nervous, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. 불안해하는, 걱정하는. 4. Colicky, referring to severe pain in the abdomen, often used to describe infant discomfort. 산통이 있는. 5. Infantile, behaving in a childish or immature way. 유아해, 유치한. Pickiness, being selective or hard to please, especially with food or preferences. 까다로움, 까탈스러움. 7. To gently persuade someone to do something by talking in a friendly way. 부드럽게 설득하다, 달래다. 8. To withdraw or go back, especially to avoid something difficult. 물러나다, 후퇴하다. Nauseous, feeling like you are about to vomit. 매스꺼운, 구역질 나는. Acting in a way that only cares about one's own advantage without concern for others. 이기적으로, to supply or absorb water to keep something or someone well moisturized. 수분을 공급하다. Sure, insist, to demand or say firmly that something must be done or is true. 주장하다, 고집하다. To angrily tell someone they've done something wrong. To reprimand. 꾸짖다, 혼내다. To attract or tempt someone by offering something appealing. 유혹하다, 꿰다. To resist, to refuse to accept or be affected by something. 저항하다, 거부하다. Sick, vomit, to force the contents of the stomach out through the mouth. 토하다, depleted, to be reduced in quantity, energy, or strength. 고갈된, 기운이 없는. Weak, lacking strength or energy, not strong. 약한, 힘이 없는. Swing, bucket, a round, open container used for carrying liquids. 양동이, acidic, abnormal, not normal, unusual, or different in a way that is worrying. 다음은 요청하신 사실, 개념, 논쟁적 질문에 대한 예시와 예상 답안입니다. 1. 사실 질문. Fact. 영어 질문. What did the author do when her mother refused to eat the food she prepared? 한글 질문. 저자가 어머니가 음식을 먹기를 거부했을 때 어떤 행동을 했나요? The author tried to coax her mother into eating at least a single bite and later ordered tailguk from a restaurant in the hope of enticing her mother to eat. 저자는 어머니가 최소한 한 입이라도 먹게 하려고 설득했으며 나중에는 어머 좋아하는 떡국을 좀 먹이려고 노력했습니다. How does the author's use of the word coax reflect her emotional state and relationship with her mother? 저자가 사용한 코득하다라는 단어는 그녀의 감정 상태와 어머니와의 관계를 어떻게 반영하나요? The word coax suggests the author's delicate and patient approach, indicating a strong emotional connection and a sense of responsibility to take care of her mother. It also reflects her desire to gently persuade her mother despite the difficulty of the situation. coax하다라는 단어는 저자가 어머니를 돌보고자 하는 책임감과 강한 정서적 유대를 반영하며 어머니가 어려운 상황에서도 부드럽게 설득하고자 하는 마음을 보여줍니다. 논쟁적 질문. Should the author have been more forceful in ensuring her mother ate, or was her gentle approach the right way to handle the situation? 저자가 어머니가 음식을 먹도록 더 강하게 요구했어야 할까요? 아니면 그녀의 부드러운 접근 방식이 상황을 처리하는 올바른 방법이었을까요? 예상 답변. There could be two perspectives. One might argue that the author should have been more assertive, as her mother's health was at risk, and stronger measures may have been necessary. However, others might believe that the gentle, patient approach was more appropriate, given her mother's frail condition, respecting her autonomy and emotional state. 두 가지 관점이 있을 수 있습니다. 한쪽에서는 어머니의 건강이 위태로웠기 때문에 저자가 더 강하게 요구했어야 한다고 주장할 수 있습니다. 반면에 다른 쪽에서는 어머니의 연약한 상태와 자율성을 존중하는 차원에서 저자의 부드럽고 인내심 있는 접근이 더 적절했다고 생각할 수 있습니다.